Any questions, Reena ma'am? How are you feeling today? How is the meditation? How it went on?
It's very nice. Thank you. I never wanted to end.
Yeah,
It was
thank you so much.
so relaxing. And I was thinking it was being recorded because I was thinking in the afternoon or in the evening time I will put this music and
Oh, okay.
yeah,
Tomorrow we can do that. Sure.
okay.
Tomorrow we can do that. Yeah.
And I felt my mom and I was in tears and her love, her vatsalya and her heart. I can feel, even I can feel the smell. And I was really, really very overwhelmed. Even
Oh, okay.
Babaji's cave and many very good experience. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
So,
Sure. Yeah.
so blessed to have you, Gautami mom and
Yeah.
Manasha. Thank
Sure.
you.
So your mom is where is she now?
No, she's gone last year.
Okay, she's no more. Okay. Hmm. So that is like you still stick to the past. So what you need to do is, mm, the whatever the sweet memories you have with her, that can be carried away, that can be carried out.
Yeah,
But
sweet memory. I
yeah,
had only story today.
yeah,
Very, very beautiful.
right. But the pain, the loss of her gives a pain. That pain should not be carried. Okay.
No, I didn't have that pain. No,
Yeah. So
only
make sure
love.
that yeah. So
Mm,
the thing is that will have what happens is that makes a bond.
mm,
So then when that bonding, what happens is that will not let you to uh grow spiritually. The
mm,
bond the binding. So
mm,
it is the binding is not only for you, even for her also, because she also needs to move on to the next stage, right?
Release. Yeah.
Yeah. So automatically what happens is this binding will stop her. It is not good to both of you.
Oh,
Yeah. So the sweet memories are okay. So make sure that how that is happening.
thank you.
You're welcome. So Manasa ma'am, do you have anything to talk today?
Yeah, I also had a very beautiful experience.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is, I could hear my heartbeat myself when I was in meditation.
Okay, very good. Mm.
Uh, and one more thing is, my head was dropped. Just for a second, I felt like I was out and I was back. I don't know what is that like. I felt like I was out of body for just a second.
Okay, it is just it is like what happens is when the soul is getting awakened, so this kind of like unbalancing or some kind of sensations happen. So you nothing to worry about it, and do not get scared also.
Okay,
So
okay, okay.
yeah, so that is like when you have, remember you have seven bodies, they have to get adjusted, right? Because this
Yeah,
is something new. You are sending new in the sense like we born with the cosmic power, but the thing is we do not have those practices from the childhood. So now you came into the spiritual path, and the energy is, you are accessing the natural energies, the cosmic energies inside of you. So it adjusts everything, and the balancing, cleansing, balancing, and also, the blocks are also releasing out the blocks, everything it does. So automatically what happens is there will be an, arrangements, rearrangements, and adjustments will always will happen. That's all in the initial days, but later you will be stable. Don't worry about it. This is all, it's very good. Fantastic. It is very good experience, actually. Yeah. So I want to tell one story. It's called a Zen story. So in Japan, so we say Dhyanamu in Telugu. In Hindi, they say Dhyan, right? So like that, in Japan, they say Zen, Z-E-N, or in America, Z-E-N, Zen. If you go to China, they say Chain, for the same thing. So these are Zen stories are very popular spiritual stories. So it is like this, very important. Every meditator should know about this. The story is very important for every meditator. So what happens is, there was a professor, university professor, and he achieved a lot of things in his life. So he was a professor in some biology, and he did a lot of experiments, research, and he found, I mean, he found and discovered whatever, he's working on, and he was very happy. But this guy, he has questions about the spiritual things, spirituality, like, because all his experience, all his works are at the body level. And he's not able to believe that there is something beyond that body. So he has a questions, he has his own questions. So he came to this guy, the spiritual master, his name is Gudo. So he came to him. So many people are coming every day to Gudo, and they are taking his wisdom, and they're asking the questions, and they're taking his wisdom and going back. But this professor is not able to understand what is this happening. So all those things. So he just simply is telling one or two words, one or two, three, four words, or maybe one sentence, two sentences, and the people are happy with it, and they felt that they got some solutions from Gudo, from this Guru Gudo. So then he came to him. Then Gudo and his disciples, they treated this professor very nicely, and they very comfortably he sat down and all that stuff. So he will ask the questions to Gudo. So what is this going on? What you are saying beyond the body? What do you see? What do you have? What is there, first of all? I mean, I'm seeing all the time that, people born and die. And you are showing something different to the people. So he will ask. So then he was keep listening. He was going on and on. The professor was going on and on. So then what happened was, so he called the disciple, and he says something like this. The disciple, he brought a cup and saucer, and also, like, tea to serve this professor. So then what happened was, the disciple put everything, a cup, a saucer, sugar, like the tea, kettle, the kettle with the tea decoction, tea thing and everything. So then what happened was, so this Guru, he picked up the kettle and he started pouring the tea into the empty cup. Okay, then it was pouring, and it was filling up, and finally the cup is completely full. Then he was asked, what is then he said, this is the answer for your question, he says. Then professor was focusing on it. What is he going to show? What is he going to give a solution out of his, what he's doing? Then, the cup was full, and he keeps pouring the tea more and more, more and more. The cup is already full, and the cup is not taking the tea anymore. Then the tea was overflown, and it was got into the saucer, and then further it is gone out of the saucer and table, and then it started flowing all over the floor. But still he's pouring. So then he says, hey, you are keep on pouring it. Then it doesn't, the cup cannot take anymore. So then the Guru says, that is what happening with you. He says, only one sentence. So then professor was shocked, and he was keep understanding what is the meaning of it. Then slowly then he talked. See, you are like a full cup. How much wisdom I give you, I tell you, it doesn't go inside of you, because just like the cup, how it is full of tea, just like that your brain is so full of speculations, doubts, questions, like, so your brain is already preoccupied. So whatever you're asking the questions, but not to know the new thing. But your brain is already preoccupied with the doubts and speculations and your own arguments. You are listening what your brain is saying. You're not listening what I am saying. So when until your brain is empty, like until the cup is empty, we cannot pour the tea more. So exactly, unless your brain is empty of what you already have, especially the speculations, doubts and all, you cannot gain the wisdom. You cannot gain the spiritual wisdom. Spiritual wisdom, to gain the spiritual wisdom, you should be like an empty cup, not the full cup, he says. Then he realized. So then he understood. So where it is going wrong? Because he stuck at the body level. He just stuck at the body level. That is why he's not able to see beyond what is there. So spiritual wisdom is something that helps you to understand beyond the body. But this professor is stuck at the body level. So he can't understand beyond the things. So that is what he understood. So become like an empty cup, then come back, he says. So like that. So we also have to practice to be like an empty cup, because spiritual wisdom is such a way that even after gaining the spiritual wisdom also, you gain the wisdom and distribute that wisdom. Don't keep in the brain. That means you should not, like, whatever you know, you have to distribute that knowledge and wisdom to everybody. One cannot hide it. When somebody is hiding it, when somebody is not able to do that, what happens is it becomes like a full cup. So they cannot take wisdom anymore. Even the spiritual gurus also, they should be like an empty cup. That is a very important spiritual story that every meditator, every spiritual seeker, every seeker should learn, should understand this. Even in the outside also, in the physical world also, if you want to learn something, it may be another language, or it may be music, or it may be anything else. One should be like an empty cup. If your brain is filled with all sorts of things like doubts, speculations, and own logistics, then what happens is there is no room to seek something new, or no room to learn something new. So that is a very important story that every meditator should know about this. Yeah. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask.
I knew this story,
Okay,
be-
very
but today I learned one more new thing. Like you have to spread the knowledge. I only knew you have to have your cup empty. Then you can learn more, gain more.
right, right.
Today I learned from you that yes, the spreading with the table and the floor is going. That means you have to spread to the whole world the knowledge. Thank you very
Yes.
much.
So you gain the knowledge and give the knowledge and keep your cup empty.
Mm.
So this is very important. Yeah.
Ma'am, with me, even sometimes I gain the knowledge, especially with respect to spiritual. Means if I try to give knowledge, I think I feel sometimes still I should be little more mature and gain more wisdom. Like if they ask some cross questions or if they ask me more questions, sometimes I'll not be able to answer. This I've experienced in past like few months.
Yeah, I mean, so it's a beginning, right? So
Yeah,
you try to learn more. That's it. Then automatically, when whatever you know a little bit, so
yeah,
that you can distribute it to people. And if what you do not know, just tell them that like right now I'm not sure about it. I'll come back to you and refer any book or ask anybody and get the answer for it. Then you can again, you can connect it to the people and say, hey, the other day I told you that I'll be back on so and so thing. So this is what it is. Yeah, that's it. So that's
yeah.
how, like, one can be open-minded so that, they will, so yeah. So beginning would be, it would be like that, and confusion and all that stuff. Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
yeah, that's
And
normal.
yesterday I was introspecting myself. You told right with respect to the vibration,
Yeah,
uh, the high vibration and the low vibration.
right, right.
So the whole day I was introspecting myself whether I'm in high vibration or low vibration. Like if I'm into low vibration, immediately I was trying to come out of that.
Right. Yeah,
Yeah, at one like almost some 60%, 60 to 70%, I was able to manage with high vibration.
right.
Yeah,
Good.
but I was aware of it, like where I'm
Yeah.
going low, where I'll be high.
Exactly. So once you are practicing this more and more, so you try to maintain yourself 80 to more than 80% in high vibration. Then slowly, what happens is your frequencies slowly it will change. Even there is some low energies resonating with you that will not show any effect on you, or it may show very less effect. So it doesn't bother you. So
Okay,
that's what happens. It's 80% or above. That's best. Yeah.
okay, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Good.
Well done, sir.
Yeah.
Well done. But how
Yeah.
do you know 70% or 80%?
I mean,
Uh,
yeah, go ahead. She tells you. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, what I did was morning when I sat for office work, I was working from home. I just wrote down in my diary. So, okay, from now onward, I'll start observing myself and I'll be aware.
Mhm.
So I was just aware of my thoughts and just I was watching like a watchman, like what it is, what feeling I'm getting, what thoughts I'm getting when I'm doing office work or and after that in the lunch break what my mind is thinking. Uh, yeah, while writing email or while in meeting,
Mm.
sometimes when somebody is replying something, okay, why is he doing like I was uh, feeling little,
Mm.
I could feel that. One instance, what happened was yesterday my colleague was little angry on me and actually my PO said to send an email.
Mhm.
But I sent an email and he was like, it was my task and why did you do it?
Mm.
He was not there in that other meeting and he sent me a long email. putting all managers, everyone in CC. So I was like, he could have asked me directly in spite of, since we are colleagues. Why did he send me a long email again? Then I was little disturbed for few seconds. Then again, I was aware, no, I should not be like that. Let me
Exactly.
take it positive.
Yeah.
And I replied again back with a positive, and I was just smiling. I
Yeah.
started to smile on that.
So
So
actually today only I took a session for other people. So the thing is, we have see, in the cosmos we have n number of energies. So one of them was love energy. Okay.
yeah,
So love in the sense not the love between man and woman. Love energy is in the sense the energy that helps your thoughts to change with the love. So so this kind of like, when somebody is trying to put you down, so that you should not personalize it, because that is not something coming out of you. It is coming from outside. So whatever the things that is generated outside, it should not go inside of you, number one. But for that, you need to be unreacted. Once you're unreacted, then you will not bind. So this is oka sadhana. This is a practice, you need to do it. Everybody have to do this in this direction. Okay?
yeah,
Just like that, it won't come. Unless we practice this, this is a quality that we need to develop. So what Patriji says is, we will have some kind of fears. We bring some fears with us, it seems. That's what in the book is there. Some fears, some kind of low aspects we will bring with us. So that using that, we can develop some new skills and qualities. Some fears, you have to come out of it. So when you come out of it, what happens? A new manasa will born, right? So for those new qualities, so sometimes we should be able to use this kind of low aspects or low energy or low frequency energies to make ourselves better and better and better and better. That's one thing. And second thing is, this is a book about a spiritual development in English. It was translated into Telugu as a Purnatma. So in that today session, what I was reading was, it is about the love. So we should be able to accept and love even the low thoughts also. So then what happens is, suppose a fear is a negative aspect, it's a low frequency energy. The moment the fear has come, the next to it, you accept it with love. So love is always a high vibration, a high frequency energy, and fear is a low frequency energy. When you have the low frequency thought, next to it, you put a high frequency thought and change its form. So there is a case study they have given in that book. In that case study, what happens is, that lady, she has a fear of heights. So she always, whenever she's taking staircases, like, third floor, fourth floor, fifth floor, something like that, and she's getting so much of fear. And, she's not liking that fear, because everybody is going up and they're enjoying the nature, and they're happy. But she's unable to do that. So initially she was hating that fear, whatever her fear coming out of her, she's hating it, and she's getting irritated, hating and all that stuff. So she heard from someone. So then what she did was, when she hates, or when she's not liking, she is able to only suppress that quality, that fear, but she's not able to remove completely from her. So she talked about these, spiritual people, and what they suggested was, so just like that, whenever she gets a fear, she should accept it with love and put a love in the form of a light. So then slowly what happens is that negative aspect slowly it turned into the positive aspect from the love. So sometimes when she's having fear, just to divert her mind from that fear, she was talking within her, something like that. She was doing such kind of practices. Either she's talking within herself, so just to divert from the fear, or she's like, trying to suppress that, something like that. So how much you suppress the negative thought, so that much, double the time it comes back to us, it seems. That is what written in the book. So the best solution is changing its form by acceptance and the love. So we have to love, like, those negative thoughts, the lack of confidence or something, these things, like, they are like, we have to see them like a small children, it seems. Small children. Now, how the small children, they are not disciplined, small children, right? So they pull this, they pull that, they push this, or they break it. But we accept all those things with love. So exactly like that, we have to care us ourselves like that. This is nothing but self-love. So self-love in the sense, see, when you are happy, that you are loving. Or when you are peaceful, you are loving. When relaxed, you are loving. So why not this fear when it is generating from you only? That was the thing. So once you start, self-love means, you should be able to accept. Acceptance is more important. Without acceptance, you cannot love. Accept and love even the low frequency thoughts or low frequency fears or whatever. Then slowly you should be able to change the form or the frequency of that particular thought. That's how one should come out of it. So this is self-love is more important. We always our society encourages so much, to love other things, to love other people, like that. But never ever society told us you have to love yourself. Always it, it taught to sacrifice yourself for others. You will sacrifice yourself for your husband, for your kids. You will stop sleeping, you will stop eating, but you will feed them first. If you have time, you will eat. Otherwise, you sleep. But you do not let them starve, right? So this kind of practices are more in the society. So always, it. There the aim is different, because there we have to develop the families, we have to develop the crowds. That civic sense is different. But when it comes to the spirituality, you have to take care of yourself also. So that is how we should be able to do the self-love. Yeah. So yeah, it's a good move, and that's how you need to practice. And
Yeah.
there is a book called Mind to Matter also. Um,
I
some
have got that.
you read it? Yeah.
No,
So
I have. GK sir
pardon?
gave me. I have
Somebody.
got that book just front of me. GK sir gave me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So then what happens is, like, the thought process, how we can change ourselves and all. Sometimes, though we know it, sometimes we do small, because somebody will try to irritate you. Somebody will not appreciate you. And for those things also we get irritated. So for our own work, first we should be able to appreciate ourselves. But the thing is, without doing that, we always look for somebody outside to appreciate us. That means it is a depending mentality. That means, we are depending on someone to be happy. No. So why they have, see, we have to depend on ourselves to be, the happiness is from, it comes from us, not from someone. So these kind of, practices have to be changed. So we always look for, somebody's impression on us. Boss should, we will try to impress the boss so that, he will be happy to see our work. So first we should satisfy the results what we got from our work. So that's how the confidence will develop. We have to develop the confidence based on our karma and the result of it. Anywhere. So even the cooking also. So we should be happy to see the color of the cooking. You should be happy first. If you're happy, automatically you serve happy. That happiness also an energy. It has a frequency. Then it will enter into them. Otherwise, how good you cook, they may not focus on what you did. They may not appreciate it. They say, oh, it's very good. They never, because they will be in their different frequencies. So your frequency should be able to attract them. It should be such a way that there is one of the traffic signals that comes in your lessons, actually, in the next module, or maybe in this module. Yeah. So traffic signals, one of the traffic signals is what you have in you, you will attract the same. So once you have a love energy with you, that will pull everybody attracted to you. So that is why if you are confident, it will stop other person saying any nonsense things at you. If you are strong enough, even other person may not like you. So that is not our cup of tea. If somebody doesn't like you, who cares? But all we care is other person should not put you down, right? For that, again, it depends on us. We should not, when you are in the high vibrations, even other person is intended to do that, automatically he will stop. Your energies will stop there. So that is how, we have to develop our confidence, and we have to develop our personality by ourselves. Yeah, that's the only way. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. So anything, Rina ma'am?
Only I was thinking few things when Manasa ma'am said, she thought of the boss why he's doing this, and she stopped it herself. So that is suppress.
She did not suppress. What she's doing was, she's trying to change the form of that negative frequency to the positivity.
Yeah. I realized myself.
Yeah, she realized, first of all, she's aware of it. So basically the problem is, most of the time, what we do is we do the things unconsciously. We think about something unconsciously. We are not aware of most of the time. We speak unconsciously. Whatever it comes from our brain, and that we just spit it out. So because of that, what happens is, even the low frequency thoughts that generate from us, that is fear or doubt or any negative, that also automatically what happens when you are not conscious, automatically those thoughts will dominate you. So once you are filled with the negative energy, automatically you will start attracting all the negative energies from outside, negative aspects in the people. For example, somebody is not in a good mood, so he will take out that anger on you. Because you are running with the low frequency energy, automatically you will attract that fellow's negative aspect. So that's why we should be aware of it. how you are running yourself. Because all the time the energy is low or high or medium, whatever it is, they keep resonating with us. What is it you are picking up it's your call. You want to be with the low frequency energy or you want to be with the high frequency energy. It's up to you. So that is how we have to change ourselves. We always have to be, see, by any chance, if you are connected with the low frequency energy, then what you need to do, you should be aware of it, number one. And second thing, immediately you become enthusiastic. Bring the enthusiasm to you. Be enthusiastic to learn something new out of it, to gain some wisdom out of it.
The same problem, anything happening, you have to learn from that.
Yeah, you have to be enthusiastic. Hey, very good. I'm connected to this. That means I'm going to learn something. I'm going to gain some wisdom out of it. So that is how you have to develop a conducive atmosphere within yourself. See, nothing is permanent for you on this earth. Whatever you gain, good or bad or whatever it is, whatever karma you do, everything you leave here and you just go. Then why we have to cry when there is no use of it? We have to utilize everything to learn the wisdom, to learn something new and develop a new skill, develop new qualities, and to gain the wisdom. That's all. Because only that will come with go with you when you're going alone. Nothing else. Nobody else. We are putting so much of time, money, and energy for someone, but someone will not be there. But that someone also so busy in learning and gaining wisdom. Nobody has time for somebody. So that is how we have to completely should be able to change within ourselves. That is called inner transformation.
What I do for
It's
higher...
nothing but inner engineering too. I can say Sadhguru put a name, inner engineering. So this is nothing but inner engineering. Yeah.
So what I do for higher frequency, I try to think a few good memory, what I achieved or where I've been, some nice place. I just suddenly start thinking myself, and then I feel a little bit happy. So
Very
I
good.
build with like
That's how you need to build up the new things. And for you, especially, you try to spend time in nature more. If you cannot go out frequently, you bring the nature into wherever you are. Like, you decorate your room such a way that indoor plants or beautiful nature pictures and all. You need to spend time with the nature. Go to ashrama dharma. Do you know ashrama dharma? That means ashrama dharma in the sense wherever ashrams are there, like for example, Isha Center or some pyramid centers or pyramids there. You have to spend time and you need to meditate, gain the spiritual wisdom and all, and whatever the experiences you got, write down. Experiences, this not the experiences, the wisdom out of it. Experience, not the experience to written, the spiritual wisdom. So writing it and actually some people I have seen. So whatever they see in the dreams, like whatever in this is, not every dream gives you spiritual wisdom. The wisdom, the some dreams or some coincidences, some experiences will give you wisdom. So that wisdom people will write down in the notebook, and later they would like to publish, or if they have money, if they don't have money also, they will submit that book to any pyramid center, something like that. it depends on their economical status. If everything good, like, they can do by themselves also. Digitally, people can make it, something like that. So that is called ashrama dharma. Ashrama dharma in the sense of meditations and gaining the spiritual wisdom, and that wisdom to be spread all over, and either writing book or going and talking and all those things. So some people, they go to the schools and they teach the meditation, or some people, they go to old age homes and they help them, like, spiritually. Some people, when it depends, this is all like, spiritual services. So
Mm.
this all come under ashrama dharma. So, and also, main important thing is um, being with the nature.
Mm.
That's very important. Then
Yeah,
yeah.
at the moment, I have got a varicose vein problem. So my blood goes down and it's very painful. When it's very, very severe pain, I little bit go down, like a low vibration.
Mm.
And I try hard to pick myself up. It's very difficult sometimes, but I know any illness is like a teaching, is we have to
Right.
learn from. Yeah, and
So
nature.
it is with the blood, means like, blood is a life.
Mm.
So you need to focus on the lesson circulatory system. Yeah, you guys already finished that thing? No, not yet. So you will have a lesson called circulatory systems.
Mm.
So the blood is in it circulates, right, in the body. Blood, heart and lungs and everything, like, So it comes. It's a beautiful lesson, and you guys will learn and see. You follow that particular spiritual tablet, and
Mm.
what all it was written in that in that book. So did you buy the entire set, spiritual tablets? Did you buy the books?
No.
No. Okay, so you guys depend only on teach on the lessons, huh? Okay. All right.
Where
So,
do we get that? Like if we want to buy those books.
oh yeah, actually we all bought, but we all bought in Telugu actually.
Okay.
Somebody was coming from India, so we got in the courier. And who, if anybody is going to India, they will get it from. I mean, there are people, so they will supply. Mm.
Okay.
It's not in English or Hindi.
Yeah, it is there in English too. If I find the PDFs, so probably you can check with the Seema, like, Seema or Manasa. Try to
Okay.
uh, ask them. So
Mm.
they will, at least they will they should be able to provide the PDFs to you guys.
Mm.
But still, like, definitely that lesson will come sooner. So
Yeah.
you definitely you have to uh, then you have to focus on that lesson, and
Mm.
you need be with the nature. That's required for
Mm.
you.
Yeah, in my whole day, I was thinking yesterday I have to go to the garden and barefoot and I have to walk.
Ah,
Yeah,
that's
keep
nice. See, that's why,
thinking.
I
But
am getting that thing. I'm feeling to tell you this because you
yeah,
spend time with the
every
nature.
every word you saying, it's like my own story you're saying, like ashram dharma you said.
Mm.
I everything on only whole my life I spending. I'm thinking I want to build a ashram. GK sir gave me a task for 6 weeks to do meditation, so I said yeah I will do it. And whole house I made it like a ashram. Everybody came, they felt the smell, the everything, the look, and the food, everything was just like us. Because in India, whenever I go, I don't go to any relative anywhere. I only go to ashram in Allahabad or Haridwar or Rishikesh, only ashram. I just go look for an ashram and I spend there. I try to follow their routines, like a 4 o'clock wake up, meditation, mourn, being silent. and then eating very minimum food, sometimes fasting. So it's like when you were saying, I was saying, oh my God, how Gautami mom saying exactly what
Yeah.
inside my, yeah,
So that is
you're
what
saying, mom.
yeah, you need to continue that, and you need silence, more
Mm,
silence. Silence in the sense, not just outside, not just
thought.
not sit down, not speaking.
Mm,
Inside of your brain,
mm,
the thought process,
mm,
and yeah, the ashram dharma, and you be with the nature. That's most
mm.
important. Yeah.
I will go today, definitely. Thank
Yeah.
you.
And yeah, that's that lesson also you need to focus and just to follow that particular tablet. That helps.
Mm,
Yeah. Yeah,
mm.
sooner you will get it. All right. Thank you so much. And we will meet again tomorrow.
Okay,
Same time. Okay. So namaste. Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. So we
Thank
will
you.
yeah.